Okay, guys, welcome back, and this is our lecture number 13. And this lecture will discuss something like tools and technique for accounting data and processing. Okay, this is our lecture for today, and we will have to discuss the tools and technique for accounting data and processing. So, think of accounting as keeping your shop or office organized, and every day you have money coming in and bills going out and goods being sold and payment being made. If you don't have proper tools, things get messy. Now, these tools help you enter data, store it safely, and process it quickly and report it clearly. So what we have understand here that when you use tools to save time, and this will also reduce your mistakes and definitely make your accounting reliable. Now here we have the methods that how you enter data, and that we call as data input. The first one you have here is type entry, which means that typing manually. Okay, so you manually enter the data when you type invoices or bills yourself. So it's simple, but it's very risky. One wrong digit can change the whole report. For example, you want to type 500 and then you type instead of 500 5,000. So this is a big or huge difference. Okay, so what we have understand that manual entry needs care and double checking. After that, you'll have another thing that is barcode reader, which means scanning barcode. So when you scan a product, the system instantly record its price and reduce stocks. So let's say you scan a box of milk, sale recorded plus inventory updated. So you have understand that it is a fast, accurate, and less chance of mistake. If you are typing manually, then definitely there's a chances, more chances. While if you scanning using a barcode reader, so that there's a less chances and the work is a bit fast and accurate. So you mean that what we understand that you scan, so it's instant accuracy. After that, you will have online banking, which means that when you pay or receive money online, the system can record automatically. Okay, so when you receive or pay money online, the system can record it automatically. For example, you transfer rent online, so expense account updated. uh, so you understand that when you're saving the time, this online banking is definitely save your time. There's no duplicate typing, and this is more reliable. Okay, after that you have another way that you through which you can enter the data, that is called smart cards. So when you talk about the smart card, so every time you swipe your debit or credit card, the system logs the payment, and definitely this is the more fast system. You just swipe and transaction capture. For example, you swipe at a store, the purchase recorded automatically. So this is called smart card. And then you'll have a mobile devices, which is very common nowadays. So if you are on a move and you can use your phone or tablet to record sale or orders, then this is a flexible or real-time entry. So you sell, let's say you sell 10 unit at a client office, record it on your tablet, inventory updates instantly. And this is all about data entry, which you have to understand, and that we call as data input. Now let's move on. We have different type of storage and processing. So we'll have to understand that how you store data. The first one you will have option is servers. Servers are like a huge billing cabinets, and they store all your data in one place. With the cloud servers, you can access data from anywhere. For example, let's say you log in from home, see company account store on on the cloud. So what we have actually understand about server is that you store on server. It is a safe hub. Okay, and you can access it from anywhere if you have the required entry, digit or password is so on like that. Then you'll have a portable data storage, which means that extract from the complete data set may be saved onto external memory devices such as a memory sticks and solid state drives. So it's mean that sometimes you save data on USB or SSD cards, and that's handy for backup or sharing. For example, let's say you copy a last month report on onto iUSB. So present at a meeting. So it's very simple and very easy, and you can tag it for yourself. So it's portable, and but it's less secure than in a server, because it may possibility that sometime maybe you lost the portable device, and service is a bit you may say like secure. Then after that, you will have a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is basically Excel, and Excel is like your Swiss Army knife. You can calculate totals, analyze trends, and make chart. Okay, so for example, you use formula to calculate profit margin. It's a bit flexible, powerful, but it's need a careful handling. So when you are using spreadsheet, then this mean that you are doing a smart analysis, because through spreadsheet you can do this. Now at the another hand, we have another topic, that is databases. So databases and automation is the topic after your spreadsheet, and this means that database or like a supercharged spreadsheet, and they handle massive data with a built-in control. For example, you query show me all unfilled invoices, so you will get the result of your query, and this is a bit secure and precise. Okay, so this is about database. And how about that of the robotic process automation, which we call it automation. So imagine you get an online order, and the system automatically value, update inventory, debit customer account, and send invoice, add sale to the monthly report. So all without you doing anything, and this we call is automate. So you automate order to the report, no errors. And the same you can do with the purchase order app. When you automate purchase order, then there will be less paperwork. There's a benefit, faster processing and better accuracy, and there will be lower fraud risk. So when you automate, clean, and it will be reliable. Okay, guys, after that, you will have period end routine, which is at the end of the month. You tidy up. You'll have reconciliation. You have periodic management reporting and accounting closing and error incident reporting. By reconciliation, mean that you compare your record with the bank statement to fix differences. And you prepare a summary like sale or receivable for the manager, so we call that as a report. And closing account, wrap up balances and start fresh for the next month. So this is all about period in routines. Okay, after that, you'll dealing with errors. So there's a mistake happens, so here you'll have some mitigative, you can say, point that you have to remember, control, through which you can mitigate or you can reduce your errors, and you can deal with that. So mistake happen, and here's how you handle them. There is the first, investigating reconciliation differences, which mean that you have to investigate the differences, mean you dig, and when record don't match. Then you will have implementing internal control procedure, which means internal controls. So you set up a check to prevent mistaking. Then you will have investigating abnormalities, which means you check unusual change. Then you will have tracing, audit trail, and logs, which mean audit trails. You trace who did what, when. These are the questions you have to find the answer, and that will be your audit trails. And after that, your correction, posting of correction. So you can fix error, get approval, and keep a record. So this is all about dealing with error, and this is the topic which we have done in this lecture, tool and technique for accounting. Okay, so what you understand, we understand that the whole cycle is like you enter, you store, you process, you automate, you close, and you correct. That is how you keep accounting data accurate, safe, and useful for decision making. Thank you for watching.